2 years after suspicious death, Anton Scalia sends Trump a message from beyond the grave. By That Conservative Girl Politics U.S. News for MadWorldNews.com. When Supreme Court Justice Anton Scalia passed away in February of 2016 at the Chibolo Creek Ranch in Texas, the circumstances surrounding his death were overwhelmingly suspicious. For one, he was a noted conservative, and Barack Obama was nearing the end of his presidential term, and thus the span of time when he would have legally been able to appoint a more liberal judge to the bench. Now, 2 years later, with questions regarding his demise still looming, Justice Scalia has sent President Donald Trump a message from beyond the grave. It's no wonder the circumstances surrounding Justice Scalia's death led to many internet conspiracy theories. He was found dead in Shafter, Texas at the Chibolo Creek Ranch, which is owned by a Democratic Party donor and Obama Award winner. Additionally, Presidio County Judge Cinderella Guevara, another Democrat, pronounced him dead over the phone without even seeing his body, which was found with a pillow covering his face, according to the Gateway Pundit. As speculations continue to circulate regarding what, if any, foul play might have taken place to contribute to Scalia's death, a new book is being released by the late Justice's friend, Brian Garner. Prior to Scalia's death, he had revealed his thoughts on then-presidential hopeful Donald Trump to Garner. In his new book, the author explains what his close friend thought of Trump. Justice Scalia thought it was most refreshing to have a candidate who was pretty much unfiltered and utterly frank, said Garner, a legal dictionary editor who spent 2 weeks in 2016 traveling with Justice Scalia through several Asian countries. In an interview with the Wall Street Journal prior to the release of his book, Nino and Me, Garner added that Scalia was fascinated by the fact that Trump was so outspoken in an unfiltered way, and therefore we were seeing something a little more genuine than a candidate whose every utterance is airbrushed. Garner's comments could not have been better timed, as the narrative which dominated last week's news cycle involved President Trump calling Haiti and other African nations crap holes. Although Trump himself, as well as several others who were in the room when he allegedly made the comment, have denied that the president used the derogatory term, the media and the Democrats had a field day with that story. However, none of the leftists, with their panties in a wad, over the fact that Trump allegedly called Haiti a crap hole, could argue that it isn't one. After all, Haiti is ranked 181 on GDP per capita out of 198 tracked countries. For human development, it's 137 out of 151 tracked countries. For murder, Haiti is 173 out of 219 tracked countries. In effect, liberals were mad that Trump had the guts to call a certifiable crap hole a crap hole. If Justice Anton Scalia were still alive, he likely would not be among those who slam President Trump for calling a spade a spade. Trump's politically incorrect, unfiltered speech is one of his most fascinating qualities, according to the late Supreme Court Justice. This is also one of the character traits which greatly helped Donald Trump win the 2016 presidential election. The American people were tired of being fed the same old lines from career politicians with no intention of making good on their worn-out promises. Along came a successful businessman with no inclination to pander or sugarcoat the truth, and voters found him to be a breath of fresh air. President Donald Trump is savvy to continue speaking the unfiltered truth, even when those on the left are offended by it. It helped him win the first time around, and it will help him secure the White House again in 2020. The late Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia knew as much, even though he did not live to see the Trump presidency in action. Isn't that a shame? You think maybe that was foul play involved? The judge over the other one, Judge what is that? Not Garner. Excuse me. That judge, who was it that pronounced him dead over the phone? I mean, really? Guevara, Cinderella Guevara, pronounced him dead over the phone without even seeing the body. You think this wasn't an inside job? Why was Obama? They got him out, and then Obama wanted to put a liberal judge in. Don't you remember where he was seething at the mouth because he couldn't be able to pick a judge in order to overturn Trump on every turn, and they didn't allow him to pick a judge. They said, no, you are too far into you're leaving very, very shortly, and we're not allowing you to pick the judge because we already have a new incoming president. And Obama could not tolerate it to the extreme. I remember that so vividly, so vividly. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.